June 18th, 2023. Dearest beloved Katie, emotions are tricky things, the highs and lows, and complicated mixes of everything in between. It can be said that the human struggle is to become at peace with our emotions, lest we become swept up in them. But I think emotions are far messier than that, and it is our attempt to struggle against them that creates the most suffering. But I am also not so complete a romantic fool that I believe we can live swept up in the wildest whim of our emotions either. So, what is the balance? People seem to have been asking variations of this question for centuries, yet there still seems no comprehensive answer. Because life is far trickier than these questions allow for, and each person must follow their own path. Some people find what they are looking for, and some don't. Some people don't have time to even stop and ask the question, lest they be swept away in the waves of the answers they receive. When you find a life raft, you want to bring on as many others as you can find, or risk facing loneliness on top of all the other emotions you care not to face. You find the thing or things that worked for you, and you want to share that as far and as loudly as you can. What you don't want is to sell false hopes. You want to make sure that the raft is up to holding everyone. You are seeking to build the ark, only everyone is drowning now. You aren't selling false hopes when you learn how to create together. Each person can only find their path on their own, but that doesn't mean that there aren't meant to be guides along the way. Stop trying to build the whole thing by yourself and allow others to guide you on your way. It is also okay for you to open yourself up to becoming the guide. Sure, you don't know yet what you will reach out to and help, but it isn't up to you entirely to decide. Who you are drawn to and who is drawn to you are based on so many factors outside of your control. Yet your tricky emotions are challenging you to go for things that are impractical and go against all conventional wisdom. Do you allow those emotions to rule you, challenge you, or destroy you? Perhaps a bit of all of the above. Perhaps so much more than would fit in these pages. Yet one thing is for certain, tricky or not, when you learn to have respect for them and the wisdom that they share, when you learn to love them as part of who you are, when you learn which emotions to heed and which to dismiss, and remain open to being surprised by whatever the outcome, that is when you will ease your suffering, but it hurts like hell in the process. Love, Katie.